to shed more light on this event, now we are joined with a phone call by our guest, Dr. Ibrahim Al-Kardani. Good afternoon, Dr. Ibrahim.
Good afternoon. Congratulations for Media Day.
Thank you so much. First of all, Dr. Ibrahim, I would like to ask you, what does this day, the Media Day, mean to you?
You said it all in your introduction, really. It's so important to remember all those who taught us, all the pioneers. They really made history for Egyptian media. I remember, when television started in 1960, it was the first Arab television station. You know, it was something that everybody revered. And look at the history of all the great people who presented over the years. It's something so touching. Today I was on Good Morning Egypt. They asked me to host the show because of Media Day. I was honored. I really felt privileged to be able to present Good Morning Egypt again after a 20-year hiatus, to use the word you used. And the people welcomed me back so warmly. It was lovely to read their comments, and coming back on media in my favorite program, Good Morning Egypt, was really wonderful.
Exactly. What are the most important memories in your media career, Dr. Ibrahim?
Oh boy. I don't know where to begin or where to start. Of course, having spoken with the former President Mubarak was something very special. I was called on air and immediately went to the palace with Ibrahim, and we had a lovely interview with him. And then, of course, the time when the terrorism was at its peak and some of our tourists were shot, I was asked to come and, pay homage and speak to the whole world in Luxor. I'll never forget that time. All the cameras from all over the world were there, and I was asked to apologize for what happened. You cannot imagine what that did to me. I remember the drums, I remember the opera, everything that was going on made your skin, I was shuddering. And next to me was Omar Sharif. I told him, "What should I say, Omar? What should I say?" He patted me on the shoulder and said, "Just be yourself, Ibrahim. Relax." It was so heartwarming. And another highlight in my career was hosting the love of my life, Sabah, the singer. It was a long interview for an hour and a half, and it's still shown on television now. It's even gone, everybody's watching it. Everybody's watching it. So it's lovely. These are some of the highlights of the career.
They are very great memories, Dr. Ibrahim. And for your views on the media, how do you see the media nowadays, and what is your observations in it?
Media has changed considerably. The challenge is much bigger. With social media now competing with television,
yes,
we both television and social media have to exchange. What appears on television should be cut very short segments and put on social media. I asked the public today, while they were watching Good Morning Egypt, I told them, please, all of you, get out your cameras, take a clip and send it on social media and tell everybody to tune in on Channel 1 so that Maspero can come back in its peak. It was one way of marketing, because many people, especially the younger generation, has sort of, run to social media and forgotten about television. How do we attract them back? It's a big challenge.
For this young generations, as you mentioned, how they can benefit from your unique experiences?
I think talking to young people warmly from the heart. I've done that very often after I did my social media page. I found a lot of people responding. And suddenly all the universities were inviting me to address younger people. Younger people are a treasure. Once you reach their heart, they listen open-minded, and they try to benefit from the experience we've gathered. But with things like ChatGPT now, they don't have to do what we did. We used to delve for hours in libraries to be able to get out the information we needed. All they need to do now is type a few words, and they get the whole thing in front of them. It's become much easier in a way.
Yes, they are all depend now on ChatGPT to solve everything for them. Yes.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. But they have to use it wisely. They must use it wisely. Because not everything is there. Of course, it's scary, artificial intelligence. It's really scary. But we have to go with the tide and yet be wise in how we use it. And I always tell them that. If you write exactly what ChatGPT does, I cannot pass you in an exam if I'm a teacher. You have to use your brain. You have to use your own mind. I know they make things easier for us.
Yes, they have to depend on their critical thinking and to use their skills too. Yes.
Absolutely, you're so right. I was talking to an 8-year-old today, and I can't believe it. I told him, do you know ChatGPT? He said, of course. I talk with him every day.
Exactly.
I said, what?
Exactly. They all know ChatGPT. Yes.
It's amazing. It's amazing how it's become like a virus. It's moved so fast. It's moved so fast. It's just a year ago, hardly a few people only knew about it.
Yes, of course. With the emergence of the social media, how it affects the media landscape? What are the most significant differences in which the social media now enters?
Social media, everybody who owns a telephone thinks they've become a media star. They can easily have their own, do what they want. But how they do it makes a difference. And with the years of experience that many of us have had, it helps us more. I really think social media should be used wisely, and people on television who are doing all these lovely programs have to learn from social media that the time has changed. People will not spend so much time watching a single program. They need to have very quick movement, very quick movement.
Yes,
Things
due
have
to
move
their
much
short
faster.
attention spans too.
Yes, nobody has the attention span. So if we manage, I even tried it on my own social media. If I do something for 3 minutes, I lose the audience. 1 minute, my audience increases considerably. So you can imagine a 1-minute program, how can you be short enough to tell everything in just a minute? It's quite a challenge.
Yes, Dr. Ibrahim, what are the main goals of the Media Day?
Media Day is to remind people. Media Day is to honor all our veterans.
Right.
Media Day is to encourage all the young people who are in the media today, like yourself, like the people I met today, Jumana, Shazli. I was very proud to have worked with the younger people today. They're a breath of fresh air, and they have their own style, and they're learning from us at the same time. So Media Day is very special, especially for us people who belong to Maspero. Those of us who have worked, I've worked on radio, the European station, and I've worked on television. And I cannot begin to tell you the feelings I had entering the building today. I really think Maspero should be restored, should be renovated, should be brought back to life. And I know Mr. Musalmani is trying very hard to do that, and that's why Media Day returned. I congratulate him for that. And I think it's been a reminder for everybody. You should have seen the comments made by the people today, remembering Hala Hashish, remembering Salma Shammar, remembering Aman Shah, remembering Ala Basyouni, remembering everybody who worked on television. Farida Zomor, Samia Al-Itrebi. I can't begin to tell you who. We've had so many stars, so many icons.
Yes, they have their influence in the media landscape. Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I just want to congratulate you too. I like you listen
Thank
well.
You so
you
much.
ask questions very nicely.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ibrahim. I would like to thank you for joining us today in Cairo local time. Thank you for Dr. Ibrahim Al-Kardani, the media figure. Thank you so much.